It's story time. It's story time. Come on, gather around because it's story time. Welcome to the story time with me. We're gonna read books. We're gonna have some laughs. We're gonna smile today. We're gonna have a lot of laughs because it's story time with Nina. Story time with Nina. Story time with Nina. Story time with. Hello, everybody who is watching this today. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Story Time with Nina. I am Nina, and this is my story time. I'm so excited you're here today as we continue to celebrate season 2 and dreaming big, hopes, and you. That's right, dreams. We're celebrating all season 2, dreams, hopes, and you. And today is no different. We're sharing another wonderful story about what it means to go big, to truly be kind, and to truly be you. And that's in the story about the incredible artist and dancer, Misty Copeland. And this book is called Bunheads, and it's all about how you can be inspired by a dream and work hard and make it happen. You know, Misty Copeland, just a little background, Misty Copeland is the first ever Black prima ballerina and premier dancer for the American Ballet Theater, and probably one of the most incredible dancers in the world. The American Ballet Theater is like the premier dance company in the country, if not the world. And Misty has shown her talent and her true ability, and just remarkable. And today we celebrate her story in a book that she wrote called Bunheads. And I'm so excited to celebrate with you today. Now remember, Story Time with Nina is a time for us to come, be together, and celebrate who we are and raise up our voices, each and every one of us, and let each other know that your voice and my voice and all our voices together matter. Sometimes we sing a solo, but we sound so good when we sing in unison. And this is a time for us to really lift up and sing loudly the story of such an incredible artist named Misty Copeland. Maybe you've seen Misty's work. If you like the movie Nutcracker in the Four Realms, like I do, I love it. And there's a scene where there's a dancer who's dancing to the Nutcracker. That's Misty Copeland. And she's also dancing in the credits of the movie. But she's also super, super accomplished. And we're going to share some of her artistry today after our story. So, like I always say, make sure you got a snack and a sippy, because we're getting ready to go on an adventure as we crack open this incredible book, Bunheads by Misty Copeland. This is a story for those who love to dance, who dance because it gives you a voice, power, beauty, hope, and joy. You are all beautiful, and I celebrate everything that makes you unique. To all of my little bunheads, dance your dance and live your dreams. A note from Misty Copeland. When Miss Bradley announced they'd be performing the ballet Coppélia for the recital, everyone in Misty's class shouted excitedly and gathered around to hear their teacher tell the story of Coppélia. Misty didn't know what Coppélia meant, but she was too shy to ask, especially since it was her first ballet class. So Misty took a spot on the floor, and before she knew it, she was completely entranced as Miss Bradley told the tale. Once upon a time, an old toy maker made a beautiful life-size doll named Coppélia to cure his lonely heart. This doll was so pretty and looked so real that a boy named Franz fell in love with Coppélia at first sight, even though he'd already told Swanilda that he would marry her. You can see this beautiful doll, and you can see as he looks up at this gorgeous doll, he's in love. But Swanilda saw this and was furious when she caught Franz blowing kisses to Coppélia, but Franz ignored her anger. Later, Franz sneaked into the toymaker's house to see Coppélia, but the toymaker caught him. When the toymaker realized that Franz was in love with his doll, he had an awful idea. Maybe he could use Franz's love to turn Coppélia into a real girl. Lucky for Franz, Swanilda had also sneaked into the toymaker's house out of curiosity, and she was all still hidden inside. She overheard the toymaker's evil plan and decided to dress like Coppélia to confuse the old man. Oh my gosh, I see what's about to happen. Once the toymaker believed that his doll had finally come to life, Franz escaped. After that, Franz realized what a fool he'd been, and he married Swanilda. The two lived happily ever after. But what about the doll? Misty loved how Swanilda never lost sight of her goal, of her real love. She knew she wanted to be Swanilda. In just a few days, we will decide what roles you will dance in the performance, Miss Bradley said. Now, let's practice. First, there was développé to tendu, front, with one leg lifted forward, the other pointed gently touching the floor. Boy, all these terms, you'd think I'm going to be a French dancer by the end of this. I apologize if I'm butchering it. Next was the rond du jean to tendu front, with the legs stretched straight out the front, making big circles round and round in the air with the toes. And look at Misty go. Wow. Then it got a bit harder with a pas de bourrée, moving from side to side as one foot crosses over another. They had such fun with the soutenu as the young dancers twirled and spun in unison. Finally, the lesson ended with a simultaneous pas de bourrée again and again. Misty picked up the steps easily, following only a half second behind the rest of the class. Have you ever danced Coppélia? Miss Bradley asked. Misty shook her head nervously, replying, I've never taken ballet before. Well, you're very good, Miss Bradley said. Come, she called to Misty and the cat, Come, she called to Misty and Cat, a younger girl who was full of energy. You two up front. Misty could feel her heart pounding. Miss Bradley asked Cat to show Misty the dance of Coppélia. Coppélia sits in a chair on the balcony of the toymaker's house throughout the first act of the ballet. Cat held her arms in first position, then lifted her arms and turned her head like a robot, up and down, side to side. She performed the moves beautifully. When it was Misty's turn, she imitated Cat from memory. You are both very gifted, Miss Bradley said. As soon as Misty got home, everything about the new class and the Coppélia fairy tale tumbled out of her. I'm so proud of you, Mommy said. Look at her mommy embracing her. I'm so proud of you, Mommy said. Misty was so excited, she could hardly sleep. She lay in bed thinking about the doll coming to life. Misty said her name aloud. Coppélia, Coppélia, Coppélia. It felt magical and full of mystery. The next day, Misty arrived early. Cat was there too, dancing the steps of Swanilda. Oh no, Misty didn't know she could compete with someone so talented. Soon, Miss Bradley arrived. Do you girls know which parts you want to play in the recital? Misty held her breath as Cat answered. Cat said, Coppélia. When the other dancers arrived, filling the studio with laughter, Misty and Cat stayed close, learning from one another. Cat's movements were sharp, while Misty's were soft. They tried to copy each other's style until they were giggling. And you can see in this illustration the two of these girls working very hard together, ensuring that their work paid off. And they stuck very close together to make sure they could learn. At last, Miss Bradley was ready to audition the dancers to cast the parts that everyone would play in the ballet Coppélia. Nearly all the hands shot toward the ceiling to audition for Coppélia, but Misty was so nervous, and she was nervous for Cat. But when Cat began to move, Misty knew no one would be able to outdance her. When it was time to dance the role of Swanilda, Misty was prepared, and she was paired with a grinning younger boy named Wolfie, who was portraying Franz. Wolfie was on a mission to catch Misty's attention. The next day, Miss Bradley announced who would play the parts. Misty was so excited when Cat got the part of Coppélia, and even happier when she won the role of Swanilda. Look, two friends who worked very hard to get these dreams. Look how happy they are. The next few weeks were full of hard work for Misty. She had to perform both Swanilda and Coppélia when she tricked the toymaker into thinking she was the doll who had come to life. It was a lot to learn. Watching Cat dance her parts with ease made Misty try harder. They inspired each other. The night of the performance, Misty was so excited she couldn't keep still. Staring up at the heavy red curtain, Misty felt a hand on her back. "You okay?" Cat asked. Misty nodded. "I'm ready." And then the curtain was rising up and away. Bright spotlights filled onto the stage, casting a spell of stillness that would be only broken by movement. It's very quiet. In her tutu and her braided bodice, Misty pranced onto the stage as Swanilda, with Wolfie playing the part of Franz. And look how happy she is! At long last, she's lost in the dance, and she felt the heat of the lights when she twirled and imagined she could see every face in the room, especially Mommy's. Misty smiled, proud of what she, Cat, Wolfie, and all the other dancers had accomplished together. She couldn't wait to see what they would do next. Well, fast forward many years later and look at the wonder and magic of Misty Copeland. Bravo! Bravo! That is what hard work, determination, and a dream look like. What a wonderful honor it is to share the story written by Misty Copeland about Misty Copeland's life, Bunheads. Bunheads is an incredible story, and as you saw today, it's proof that one little spark can help light a fire of a dream and take you to many places. I bet when Misty walked into that first class, she never thought her life would ever be what it is today. And my gosh, because of Misty, our lives are never the same. You can do that too. It goes with those pillars. Go big. Dream big. Set your sights high. Be kind. Just like Misty is in this book, Bunheads. Misty was not only happy for her friend Cat, who was cast as Coppélia, and for Wolfie, who was dancing as Franz. She was also happy for all of the successes of everybody in the dance class. That's kindness in action. And most importantly, be you. Here today, we find out we would never see the magic of Misty Copeland if Misty wasn't truly committed to being herself and allowing herself to be celebrated in this wonderful world of ballet and dance. Ballet and dance are moving poetry and art form, as you saw. If you have dreams, don't ever let them be squashed or stopped or tarnished, because you deserve to see your dreams through. I'm so thrilled you can join me for another very special story time with Nina, and a very special story written by Misty Copeland, Bunheads. Hey, season 2, you know what that means. Dreams, hopes, and you. Parents and caregivers, you can find this book in fine book retailers or at a library near you. Guess what? Go further, go beyond the episode. Check out Misty Copeland online. Look her up on YouTube and celebrate the wonderful artistry that is Misty Copeland. Until then, I hope you find more books, crack them open, go on an adventure, and I'll see you next time on another episode of Storytime with Nina.
You are wonderful, you're one of a kind, like a lucky star. You light up my life, so keep on smiling, keep on shining. Go big, be kind, be you. Now sing this to someone you love, someone you think is very special. You are wonderful, you're one of a kind, like a lucky star. You light up my life, so keep on smiling, keep on shining. Go big, be kind, be you. Anytime you're feeling sad and blue, remember you're special, 'cause there's only one you. You are wonderful, you're one of a kind, like a lucky star. You light up my life, so keep on smiling, keep on shining. Go big, be kind, be you. Thank you for singing with me, and always remember just how special you really are. Go big, be kind, be you. Go big, be kind, be you. La 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 la. 'Cause drag is magic, drag is for you, and drag is for me. Drag is for everyone, drag is cool, drag is fun.